All right, let's talk about one of the most maddening things that can happen to your iPhone. That liquid detected warning that pops up when your phone is completely, totally bone dry. Today, we're gonna cut through the official advice and show you how to actually fix it.
You know the drill, right? You go to plug in your phone, your battery's on red, and bam, you get this pop-up. Suddenly, your phone is just a very expensive paperweight. You're locked out from charging for hours, usually right when you need it the most. It's just infuriating.
And look, this isn't just a small inconvenience. For so many people, it feels like a major flaw in the phone's design. It can genuinely leave you stranded if you're relying on your phone for something important.
So, what is actually going on here? Why does a perfectly dry phone suddenly decide it's been for a swim? Well, the answer really comes down to how these little sensors inside the port work. Here's the thing. Your phone's sensors are, let's just say, a little overcautious. They are so sensitive that they can mistake totally harmless things, like a really humid day or even a tiny speck of lint in your pocket, for a full-on dunk in the pool.
Now, you'd think Apple would have a solid fix for this, right? Well, their official advice can be, and I'm putting this nicely, pretty unhelpful, especially when you're in a real jam.
Apple's big solution is basically to just wait. Seriously, just wait it out. But let's be real, who has 24 hours to wait for their phone to maybe start charging? When you need your GPS to get home or you're waiting for an urgent call, just wait isn't a solution. It's just not based in reality.
In fact, when you're staring at a perfectly dry phone that refuses to work, this passive, wait-it-out approach can feel like Apple is completely dismissing a real and, frankly, crippling problem.
So, if just sitting around and waiting isn't the answer, what actually is? Okay, let's get into the good stuff. These are the solutions that power users swear by to actually get your phone charging again. First up, the force reset. And listen, this is way more than just turning your phone off and on again. This is a much deeper system reset that can literally jolt the sensor out of its confused state and break that false positive loop. Now, the sequence here is absolutely crucial. You have to do it exactly like this. Press and quickly release volume up. Press and quickly release volume down. Then you press and hold the side button. And don't let go. Keep holding it until you see that Apple logo appear on the screen. It's like giving your iPhone the digital slap in the face it needs to wake up and realize it's not actually wet.
Okay, our next fix is a little more delicate. It's the temperature tweak. The idea here is that a very subtle and, this is important, controlled change in temperature can sometimes be enough to coax those overly sensitive sensors back to normal.
The key word here is gentle. We're talking persuasion, not brute force. You can use a hairdryer, but it has to be on its absolute lowest, coolest setting, and you need to keep it at least 6 inches away. Honestly, sometimes just moving the phone from a warm, steamy bathroom to a cool, air-conditioned room is enough to do the trick. All right, now for a fix that Apple specifically warns against. But if you're careful and you're pretty sure the culprit is just a little piece of dust, this can be the perfect solution. And I can't stress this enough. This should be your last resort. If a tiny piece of debris is tricking that sensor, a few quick, short puffs of compressed air can sometimes dislodge it. Just be gentle. Hold the can upright and use very short bursts. But what if you've tried everything and you're still locked out and your battery is about to die? Okay, don't panic. There is one critical bypass that everyone with an iPhone should know about. Wireless charging. It's not a fix for the port itself, but it is an absolute lifesaver in a pinch. It just completely sidesteps the faulty port sensor and starts powering up your phone. It's the perfect way to keep your phone alive while you're waiting for that port to clear itself. Let's just zoom out for a second, because this whole thing is about more than just a single annoying warning. It's really about your right to use the incredibly expensive hardware you paid for on your own terms. I mean, when you look at the competition, Apple's approach really stands out. Other brands might give you a warning, but they often give you the power to dismiss it. Apple, nope. It's an absolute lockout with no user override. It's been called a user experience failure for a reason. And this really gets to the heart of it. Users feel powerless. What people really truly want is a simple emergency override button for those moments when they know for a fact that their phone is dry. At the end of the day, it's about empowerment. You shouldn't let a buggy sensor or an overly cautious piece of software dictate when, or even if, you can use your own device. So, the takeaway here is pretty clear. Arm yourself with these real-world fixes and maybe keep a wireless charger handy.
Because until Apple gives us more control, we have to take it ourselves. And it brings up a much bigger question, doesn't it? When it comes to our devices, what do you think is more important? Absolute protection or user control?